This is Christopher reads the help files. This is survey LandXML data. Topics in this section include about survey LandXML data. You can import and export survey LandXML data directly into or from the survey database. To work with the survey LandXML data, to create groups for managing survey data. You can import and export survey LandXML data directly into or from the survey database. Use the import survey LandXML command to import LandXML survey data directly into the survey database. You can subsequently insert the data into the drawing using the insert into drawing commands. The following table illustrates the results of importing LandXML data using the import survey LandXML command. So we have parcels, plan features, COGO points, survey monuments, reduced observations, and raw observations. So for parcels, you get figures in the survey database. For plan features, you get figures. For COGO points, you get survey points. For observations, you get setups and observations, control points, or non-control points in the survey database. And then for raw observations, you get setups and observations in the survey database. Note, you can import reduced survey data directly into AutoCAD Civil 3D drawing. For more information about the different types of LandXML import functionality for survey data, see importing survey XML data. You can also export LandXML data from the survey database. You specify both the LandXML import settings and data selection using import survey LandXML command. The LandXML import and export functionality is based on the LandXML schema. For more information about the LandXML schema, go to landxml.org. Hey, and it opens. There is a free LandXML viewer there if you ever want to try it, from Carlson. To work with survey LandXML data, to import survey LandXML data, enter data into the survey database and the drawing by importing in an existing LandXML file. Survey point groups and figure groups are automatically created when you import an XML file that has figure groups and survey points groups defined. Tip, you can also use the import survey data wizard to import survey LandXML files. Note, you can only import a LandXML file into an open survey database. For information about creating and opening a survey database, see to work with local survey databases. 1. On the Survey tab in Toolspace, so that's going to be over here. Right-click on Survey Database. And then go to Import. So that's not right. There should be an import here. And then Import Survey LandXML. And there's no 3 dots. What are they doing here? So this should be right-click on Survey Database, and then Import Survey LandXML, and then there should be 3 dots there, because that's what matches what the right-click is. And then once we do that, select the LandXML file dialog box, or in the select LandXML file dialog box, browse to the LandXML file you want to import and click open. So if we go to C program files, and then Autodesk, and then I guess we'll keep the same version we're on, and then Civil 3D, and then help, and then tutorials, and then we'll do this one. In the Import Survey LandXML dialog box, modify the import settings and select the survey data that you want to import. So we can click on these to say yes or no. We can set the imports. We can see the number of points. We can tell it to process the line work during import. All right, cool. Let's see. Yep. So there's no other help on this. I guess you'd have to go here, but we aren't there yet. So I'll just go ahead and hit OK. And we'll just ignore all. To create groups for managing survey data, organize LandXML collections of elements such as CG points or plan feature collections using network groups, figure groups, and survey point groups. These groups are located at the root collection within a survey database item on the Survey tab in Toolspace. 1. In Toolspace on the Survey tab, expand the survey databases collection and expand a database name. Done. Right-click New for the group you want to create. So where am I supposed to be going? So in Toolspace on the Survey tab, expand the survey databases. So I did that. An expanded database name. Right-click New for the group you want to create. So there's no there. There's no new there. So I guess we need to go to network groups. Figure groups. So I guess you go to either network groups to do new. And then you can go to figure groups and do new. Then you can add the items you want. Or you can go to survey point groups as well. You can give it a description. So I entered the name in the new type group dialog box, enter name and description. In the lower pane of the dialog box, checks the items you want to add to the group. Tip, you can select multiple rows using the Shift key. So that'll select a row. Or the Control key when you want to select individual rows. To change the Add to Group status for the entire selection, hold down the Shift key and click the Yes or No checkbox. Because if you don't hold down the Shift key, you get grossly disappointed because it unselects all the other items, which is very frustrating. Note, if you're using the Extended Properties feature and have created user-defined properties, they are displayed. Click the cell in the Value column to assign an attribute. If you are using, so I guess I'm not using the Extended Data feature because I don't have a Value column. So I'm going to say that's confusing for step 2 because I was confused. So I'm going to say no and say something else. And then for this one, it's going to be, I was confused on step 2. So I think it should be I think it should be right-click on either network groups, figure groups, or survey point groups. And select new for the group you want to create. I think that would be more clear because I was definitely confused on 2. So I'll go ahead and submit. And this concludes Christopher reads the help file for the survey LandXML data in Civil 3D.